Hello, fellow mutants. Welcome back to another video, and in this video, we're going to talk about how Zack Snyder is willing to finish his vision for his version of the Justice League, but he has only one condition. Um, so let's give this a read, shall we? I hate these ads. Um, so Zack Snyder, who launched the DCEU in 2013, has only one condition in mind when it comes to finishing his Justice League universe, aka the Snyderverse on Netflix. While 2023 is marking the end of the DCEU timeline, there are still many who want to see the Snyderverse continue in another way. I can't vouch for that because, I still see to this day on Twitter what's now referred to as X, a crap ton of people saying, "Bring back the Snyderverse, restore the Snyderverse. I really want the Snyderverse to come back." And even though I would be open to see the Snyderverse finish in a proper way, I think I'll be more surprised if Snyder was allowed to continue his universe. But anyways, let's continue. Um, Even though Snyder has his Rebel Moon and Army of the Dead projects in the works on Netflix, the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse movement has also been campaigning for the streaming service to become the new home for his DCU franchise. In an interview with Culture OCO, Snyder was asked if he would be open to finishing his DCU universe, Snyderverse, on Netflix. While Snyder is open to doing it, the Rebel Moon director made it clear what it would take for him to do it, which is the following. Um, oh wait, this was it. Okay, if Netflix had the rights to the characters from my DC universe, of course I would do. Of course I would. Absolutely. Um, so I think that was so he's open to it. I guess, yeah. Netflix has to buy the rights to his universe, DC universe, and then this kind of also presents a good question: will Netflix actually try to restore the Snyderverse? Honestly, my favorite Justice League member has always been Wonder Woman. I am sad, but I am sad that we never really got John Stewart actually in the film. At least I don't remember him being in the Snyder cut. But that would be so freaking cool, right? To see John Stewart Green Lantern finally in live action. I really did dig the whole Martian Manhunter look. I thought the Martian Manhunter look looked cool, but actually going to the article, the biggest question that still comes with the complicated situation whether Netflix would actually be willing to pay for the DC characters again. While Snyder is proving to be a success with his own franchise on Netflix, it would still be a financial risk for the company to spend millions of dollars for multiple DCEU movie characters that are owned and licensed by DC and Warner Bros. Discovery. Since WBD has been dealing with financial issues ever since the merger were completed, they would no doubt put quite the price tag on characters like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. It would be, and plus, I wouldn't doubt that they will continue with Jason Momoa's Aquaman. If assuming that Ezra Miller actually got his shit together, I wouldn't put him out for the count either. Um, the only one that I'm somewhat iffy about though from the Justice League cast is Ray, not Ray, the dude who played Cyborg, which I am totally spacing on his name. Um, who played Cyborg? I know you guys can't see it on the screen. Ray Fisher. There we go. Ray Fisher. The only one. He's the only one that is making me with the iffy because like with his issues with the Josh Whedon and the ruckus he made with at DC Studios and stuff like that. I think he's the biggest like. Is he? Would he could return, or will they have to recast Cyborg? Now I'm not saying that they won't recast like still have Ray Fisher as Cyborg. I'm just saying with all the like with what everything that happened like what last year to early this year with Ray Fisher and DC Studios, would they be even like would Snyder even want to deal with Ray Fisher, or is he just going to recast the role of Cyborg to someone else? Assuming that this will Netflix is successful in getting Batman Super the rights to his Justice League, only time will tell, right? Anyways, it would be a legal hassle for Netflix to not only pay for those characters' rights, but find a way to bring all the actors back together for their respective roles. Many of them have moved on while others are busier than ever, which means completing the Snyderverse will take some time to make a reality. That alone, that may be enough reason for Netflix to not pursue the process for securing the DC character rights that Snyder would need for his franchise. Even if it were to happen in live action, it would still be it would still be great to see the Snyderverse get some type of conclusion, whether it would be through animation, even in comic format. It is understandable why many want to at least see the Snyderverse get a proper ending. For now, the world can relive all the Snyderverse's Justice League related movies on streaming and on Blu-ray/DVD. And I like I think I'm in like a camp with this last bit where it says whether it's through animation or even comic book format is understandable why many want to at least see the Snyderverse get a proper ending. And I do hope that one day that the fans of the Snyderverse who are bigger fans than I am get that closer. Because I can only relate like I'm a Snyderverse fan, sure, but not as big as like some people are on the internet. Um, I can relate it to like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, right? I am a huge fan of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I love the first 6 Star Wars films. I even Rogue One. Rogue One is probably the only one I really love of the Disney era in terms of movies, right? But I do remember when the whole Disney Lucasfilm merger happened. Star Wars, the Clone Wars was canned. Star Wars is season 6, and you could kind of tell that they wanted to do more of the season, but they didn't have the chance to. So for a while, I like it was like of course left to us our imaginations like what happened to Ahsoka? What happened to Darth Maul? And, like after season 6, essentially, right? And now that we actually, I would have loved to have seen season 7, right? For like a while, for years, I was like have this fantasy of saying, okay, if season 7 of the Clone Wars happened, how would it be like? What would it entail in the 7th season? Then boom, I want to say like COVID time. Lucasfilm said, yeah, we're bringing Clone Wars back for the final season, and a lot of people, President Party included, was excited. I love the Bad Batch arc. That Sisters arc was alright. The whole Order 66 arc, I enjoyed. But my point is, by relating Post Snyderverse to uh the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, I understand I can understand what it's like to want to have something you love have this like open-ended like type feel um like ending that will never like that seemingly never will get a proper ending, right? And granted that you can also say that the with the Clone Wars before the seventh season came along, we had Star Wars Friends of the Sith, which you can say that that was the Clone Wars proper ending. And I'll give that to you guys. But um, even Samurai Jackets, I think that got canceled, and then they later on they decided to conclude that series like years later after it got canned. So my point is, I do understand from a certain point of view, no pun intended to Star Wars, that you want to see how the universe properly ends. And so, like, from that perspective, I can understand why people are still on the hype train of hashtag restore the Snyderverse. So I'm rooting for them. We're getting a Crisis on Infinite Earths animated trilogy, right? It would be cool to get, like, I wouldn't be opposed to an animated Snyderverse, to be honest. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to me ramble. What do you guys want to see? Does Snyderverse continue to get a proper ending? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. If you got one other, I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later.